Holy shit, what a Karen, huh?
It's clearly like a Karen, a Central Park Karen.
Let's try a quick experiment. By a show of hands, and be honest with yourself, how many of you guys have heard a story like this before? A woman gets ready to go home from work, she gets out on her bike, and a black person or a group of black people come up to her and steal the bike. If not this exact story, have you ever heard something similar to this? Be honest. Unfortunately, a lot of you guys right now are probably either raising your hand or nodding in agreement, because let's be honest, we can't get around the fact that there's a stigma to being black, as well as there's a stigma to being white, to being gay, to being trans, to be Asian, you name it. But unfortunately, some people just keep ruining things for themselves and finding ways to keep the stigmatization alive and well, as we'll see in today's clip. And maybe the most scary thing of all, the news, the people we're supposed to trust actually bring us factual news, can't be trusted anymore. Enough talking, let's watch the clip.
Help! Help me! Please help me!
It's not your bike.
Please help me!
It's not your bike. It's not your bike.
Please help me! Help!
Do not get in
Get
the
off
bike.
me, dude.
This is a bike.
Why you took his phone? What's wrong with you?
You're not
Don't touch
touching
his
my
phone. Do not touch his phone.
I'm not touching you. You putting your stomach on my hand.
No, dude, stop. No, dude, stop. No. I said no. I said sit down.
Please help me!
She's just crying.
You're not crying.
Stupid.
I got you on video.
Drunk.
Wait, you pulled it out? Hassan, you pulled it out? Hassan, you pulled it out?
This is my bike. It's on my account. Please move.
All right, so why don't we reset the bike?
I'm not resetting the bike.
If you were to just watch this clip, you'd probably thought, holy shit, what a Karen, huh? Coming off from work, from the hospital, in her scrub. Is it scrub? I think it's called a scrub. Yeah, I'm going with it. You'd probably just think she came across a rental bike and tried to steal it from one of the black kids in this group, right? Well, that's what the story was. That's how she was painted in the story. A Karen who tries to steal a bike from a group of black people. That's the story, okay? I'm sorry I'm laughing, this is not fun at all, but how crazy is this? Who would believe that is what she would do? It's mind-boggling to me. I don't see the logic in that story. However, that's what the news put out there. The actual news. I don't remember if it was CNN, BBC, whatever, CPPPT. I don't know what the media over there in the States are called. You guys help me out. One of these news medias put the story out there, and I actually do believe that this woman was suspended for her job because the hospital, they didn't need this kind of attention. Okay? So, this video has been viewed many times, close to 40 million times, if not more. She got suspended from her job, or put on leave, whatever you call it, because she was trying to steal a bike from a bunch of black kids. Fortunately though, she got a hold of an attorney, and let's just hear what he has to say.
Part of that story is incorrect. Starting with, my client is not a racist. 2, my client did not take anybody else's bike.
Justin Marino says the proof is in the receipts that we examined. They show a rental for a bike of 560-3915 that lasted 1 minute. The code on the bike that they both want reads 560-3915.
That confirms that the bike she was on was definitively rented by her.
Uh-oh. Turns out the news was a bit too trigger happy for putting this story out there. The facts are out there now. The facts that are out there now shows she rented this bike, and Lord, what do you know? She wasn't trying to steal the bike from these black people. These black people were trying to steal her bike that she paid for. And try to notice how confident these small black boys were in this video. They were so super confident that they had a case against her. Why? Well, the obvious. They're black, she's white. All of a sudden, it's a racial thing, and that's kind of a hot topic right now. They're in a group, she's alone. Their words against her word. Of course. And then you whip out your phone and record it. Well, it's a solid case, right? Thank God she got a hold of an attorney that were able to prove the facts to the media as well as everyone else. Because this woman was suspended for her job, put on leave, whatever you call it, probably without pay. And can you imagine how many people who've watched this video? 40 million, about 40 million people. Her life after this, even though that the facts prove that she was the one renting the bike, it's not going to be easy for her. How can anyone even think about doing this to a woman? When you're a man, I don't even want to call these kids men. They're not. They're boys, small, insecure boys. But as a man, I would never, ever put myself in a situation like that. Hell, even if I was on my way to rent this bike and a woman came up pregnant, just got off from work, at a hospital, wanting to rent the same bike, I'd say, hey, take it. It's all yours. There's a difference between being a man and a boy, and chivalry is not dead, even though it might look like this in this video.
Please help me.
It's not your bike.
Please help me. Help.
That woman lives in this building with me.
Get off me, dude.
Why you took his phone? What's wrong with you?
You're not
Don't touch
touching
his phone. Do not touch his phone.
I'm not touching you. You put it. This is my bike. It's on my account. Please move.
All right, so why don't we reset the bike?
I'm not resetting the bike.
It's his. It's his.
It's clearly like a Karen, a Central Park Karen.
How you stop crying? Not a tear came down, miss.
She thinks that she's viewed as victim because she's white. And she thinks that's obvious in this America that we all live in.
Yeah, isn't it obvious, huh? Isn't it fucking obvious? Guess who looks stupid now, huh? This just goes to show how quickly we can judge people without even knowing all the facts of the story. We only knew one side of the story when watching the first portion of this video from these black boys. One thing that really pisses me off after the fact that the woman decided to, okay, leave the bike. I don't know what she was about to do, call the police or just rent another bike. They started pointing at her, laughing at her, saying that not a single tear came out of her eyes when she was crying. Listen, this woman is pregnant. I don't think I have to explain what goes on in a woman's body, what goes on in a woman's mind when she's pregnant. Hormones is all over the place. Emotions are like a roller coaster you wouldn't believe. And what do you know? Where are these black boys now? Trying to talk their case. They're gone. Nowhere to be found. Because they know they ain't got shit. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Please support a small channel like mine by leaving a like. It means a lot. And remember, if you have anything you want me to react to or voice my opinion on, shoot me an email or post a comment down below. I try to be as engaging as possible. See you soon.